you can be charmed by beautiful mountains and seas not far from the city. You can greet the sun first in Korea here and feel the excitement of nature sooner than anyone else. Let's head to Pohang in North Gyeongsang Province. It took me 4 hours and 30 minutes by bus from Seoul to Pohang in North Gyeongsang Province. Pohang is located at the northern end of South Korea. The first place I visited was a temple called Bogyang Temple, located at the foot of Mount Naean. At the entrance stood 4 guards to protect the temple. Their faces were scary enough to make evil spirits wanting to enter the temple flee. Bogyang Temple was built in the year 602. It was prophesied that if people found a good place in a noted mountain in the Eastern Sea, buried treasure, and built a temple, the country would become a peaceful region. This is how the temple was built.
This temple has 1,400 years of history. It's amazing it's still up.
With its long history, the temple bears a big burden to protect historical remains. Mount Naean is famous for cool waterfalls in the summer and beautifully colored leaves in the fall. The temple stands on one side of the mountain, filled with gifts from nature. Not far from the city, people who are stressed out come here to relax. I could understand why this place had been selected as the best spot in the Eastern Sea. There is another treasure in this temple. At first glance, it looked like a normal orange tree, but there's something special about it. I realized that this is a designated treasure of North Gyeongsang Province. Bogyang Temple is a good place for families and friends to visit on the weekends or holidays. I wished I didn't have to leave so soon. With the cold wind blowing from the ocean, I could see cuttlefish being dried to become specialties of the Eastern Sea. Visitors stop for the unique view and smell the saltiness of the sea. With Pohang being near the sea, this place is a heaven for seafood. So Pohang Seafood Market is another attraction you can't miss. This is the biggest seafood market near the Eastern Sea. You can taste a variety of seafood for a very reasonable price. It's also fun to watch vendors and customers negotiate. Freshly caught seafood catches the attention of visitors. You can smell the deep blue sea from here. You can also glimpse the everyday lives of locals here. They worked hard, inspiring me to live with the same vigor. A Pohang specialty is guamegi, dried sauri. You should definitely try this when you visit Pohang. I had a taste. That's not bad. It was nice to see the powers of the people in the fishing village. I left Jukdo Market feeling energetic. Gyeongpo has a legend of 9 dragons ascending from the sea. A dragon was still protecting the village. At this harbor village, I found many seafood restaurants near the shore. I entered one famous for whale meat. Wow, what is this peculiar looking thing?
These are whale teeth. Whale has 12 different kinds of flavors. It depends on which part of the whale you're eating for each flavor.
Whale fishing has become illegal now. People can only catch whales caught in a net. As a result, whale meat has become an expensive, high-quality food. This is cooked whale meat, which is full of nutrition and tastes different according to the part. I could taste beef, cooked shellfish, and tuna, all marvelously mixed. This was the taste of the deep sea. I'm also going to try bulgogi made with whale meat. Whale meat is seasoned and cooked on the fire. This dish is recommended for foreigners like me who are unfamiliar with whale meat. Cook the whale well and add various vegetables such as mushrooms. The food smells so delicious. I tasted a well-cooked piece of whale meat. Wow, it tasted like no other meat. It was as if I had discovered a new world of taste. I kept eating. I couldn't stop myself.
That was awesome.
At night, I visited Bukbu Beach. This place brightened the sea of Pohang. It only takes 20 minutes from Pohang, so many people come here at night.
That's an internationally known steel complex, and it's amazing how good it looks at night.
A steel complex is a representative spot in Pohang. When it lights up at night, it becomes a beautiful fairy tale style castle. The Sea of Pohang helps city folk unwind. Early the next morning, even before sunrise, I hurried to Homigot in Pohang.
This is the first place the sun rises in Korea, so I came to see it.
As soon as the sun rises, people stand to see the beautiful view and keep it in their hearts. Soon I could see the red sun gradually come out. Wow! I took photographs of every moment, wanting to remember the image forever. As the time passed, the big sun looked placed inside the hand. This view is so famous that photographers from throughout the nation have come to shoot this sunrise. People were moved to see the sun emerge from the water's surface. They couldn't readily leave, and neither could I. After a long flight, seagulls sat on the enormous hand for a short rest.
If you look at the hand at the right angle, it looks like it's holding the sun.
I thought there was only one hand in the sea, but I realized there was another big one in the square. The two hands are facing each other to hold up the sun. This is called Hands of Life. It symbolizes proposing a new vision for a hopeful future during the Millennium celebrations in 2000. After seeing the sunrise, you can catch another attraction nearby. You need lighthouses near the sea. Not far from there was Korea's first lighthouse museum. I could see the history of Korean lighthouses through various materials in the Lighthouse Museum. Homigot Lighthouse celebrates its 100th birthday in 2008. With tremendous artistic and architectural significance, it has become a designated special attraction of Gyeongsang Province. To celebrate all this, the museum was established. In the living room, I could glimpse the lives of lighthouse keepers in their rooms and offices from the 60s and 70s. There were also reduced models of lighthouses from each region of various shapes and sizes. They were exhibiting lighthouse models of the world. I was so happy to see familiar lighthouses from my homeland that I stayed there for a while. There was an experiencing room where you can actually become a lighthouse keeper or a navigation officer. There was what looked like a steering house of a ship. How about becoming a navigation officer and entering the port safely, following the route directions shown on the large monitor? The Lighthouse Remains Room is a place to experience and understand the importance of route directions. Lights from the lighthouse are indispensable along the sea on dark nights. Now, people use electricity, but in the past, lights were created using gravity, by hanging a weight. I could also see the old lighting machines in the museum. After a good tour, I went to a beautiful park. In between the pine tree forests and with a view of the sea, model lighthouses from around the country made visitors feel relaxed.
Today I got to see all around Pohang, and there was a lot of stuff to see. Especially the ocean, it was really refreshing and reviving. And in Korea, I was the first person to see the sun come up.
My journey to Pohang was touching, like a sunrise that colored the sky red while emerging above the surface, like a wave that softly wet my feet.